Hi, you guys. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to receive the best psychic and mediumship reading of your life. Um, because you are a major component in this transfer between what the psychic medium tells you and what you receive. So why wouldn't you want to take these extra steps so that you are an open channel for your psychic and mediumship reader to bring spirit through that much stronger. Now, last week's episode, I made a podcast about how to give the best psychic and mediumship reading and what to do to have a stronger reading. So if that's you, then you're going to want to go back to the podcast, Craving Consciousness podcast, or Brandaleen Johnson on YouTube and look for that episode. Now, for those of you guys that love to receive a psychic reading, again, it is like a channel that's between you. And the more open you are and more ready to receive you are, the stronger spirit's going to be able to come through that other medium. So just like I talked about on the previous episode, it's a great idea to drink a glass of water, a glass of lemon water. This really hydrates you. It brings oxygen into your system. It helps ionize you. It would be a great idea for you to have a sea salt bath or rub sea salt on yourself in the shower. This also ionizes you. The transfer between you and this psychic and this medium is electronic. Everything's frequency. So the more ionized you are, the better. Be grounded. Those of you guys that don't know what that means, you want to be present. You want to be inside of your body and able to do that. You want to be grounded. So you're going to want to put your feet on the ground. Get that energy from Mama Earth. Sit with your back to a tree for 15 minutes, 5 minutes. Holy smokes, does that ground you? You get in alignment with that tree. You may end up having a relationship with that tree. I know I did. Um, these are just a couple tips for you to kind of get ready, right? You're also going to want to set an intention. Why are you wanting this reading? Why are you wanting this reading? A lot of people just want this general reading. That's freaking great. We'll come in and we'll give you a general read and we'll see what spirit has to say for you generally. But if you're wanting a powerful session, ask yourself these questions. Why do I want to get this reading? Coach yourself through this, right? Is it relationship struggles? And let me give you a tip too. Don't just be coming and saying, is Bob going to get back with me? Because we're not going to tell you that, right? A true psychic is not just going to say, yeah, Bob's coming back in November. A true psychic is going to work with spirit to work on you and your mindset around this relationship and what you're emitting outside of yourself. So if you're wanting to come to a psychic for a relationship, then ask yourself those questions. How do I feel without Bob? Right? Like, am I feeling lost? Maybe I need guidance on, self-love. Maybe I need guidance on something else besides this Bob coming back. So really asking yourself those questions. Now, tip, when it comes to receiving a mediumship reading, right? Why do you want a mediumship reading? This is when spirit comes through, past loved ones come through. Do you have a specific past loved one that you want to communicate with? If so, then you're going to want to ask that loved one to be showing the heck up, right? Or are you willing for that medium just to pull in whoever shows up, right? Because it's not always that person that maybe in the back of your head you wanted, but it's a great idea for you to be like, I want my mom. I want my mom to come through and girl, I need some guidance around what I should be doing, So, or I just want to feel like she's safe and okay. Another thing to do, and this doesn't always work with your mediums, but setting that intention. So I did a reading once and somebody said, I wanted my aunt to come through and she was coming through. She was coming through. And then she said, I told my aunt to show you something specific so that I knew it would be her. Sometimes mediums will like close up a little bit about that because we want to give you the best session. We want to validate that your loved ones are there. But a seasoned medium will just like look for that. Okay. What object or what is it that you want your loved one to show that medium so that you know that it's really them, or to tell that medium some sort of hint. And for me in that reading, it was a purple scarf. And as a medium, you got to just say what you see, hear, feel, and know, trust, and allow it to come out of your mouth so that you deliver it to your sitter, your client. And that lady started screaming and hollering. And it was at like a group party. And so there was a bunch of people downstairs waiting to come up and get a reading because I liked to do them 1-to-1. Anyways, enough of that. But she was screaming and hollering, but she had told her aunt before she came to that session, I want you to validate that it's you, really you, by telling her about a purple scarf. So that may help your mediumship readings go better. Set that intention, right? Who do you want to come through? Or what is it that you're really feeling that you're lacking? Because then if it is a mediumship reading, the right spirit is going to come through to fulfill you and help you with whatever problems it is that you're having. Now, here's the deal with all of you guys that go and get readings. Look at me, point my finger at you. Is one of the reasons when I stopped doing one-off readings, it's almost been 5 years ago. I do have some sessions on my website, but when I used to do readings after readings, like 30-minute readings and stuff, one of the reasons I stopped was because people would come to me with a problem. Spirit would come through, let them know, psychically, let them know what spirit wants them to be working on, but then they didn't go do the work. So then 3 months later, they come back and they want to know what spirit says. Spirit says the same thing. So it's so important for you to realize that spirit's telling you some tips, but you're the third human and you're in the third dimension. And they're not just going to magically rain money down on you, right? Or magically shift your life. They are going to say everything's exactly as it's supposed to be. Great things are coming, right? They are going to tell you what could be, what we see it is as it is if you do the work. You have to do the work. This is why I switched from like just the one-off readings into psychic coaching, because I'm super passionate about delivering what spirit has told you, but then you being guided along the way to actually achieve those results so that you stop having these same circles go around and you stop coming back for a session with the same type of problem. So getting ready for your reading, you're going to do those self-care things that I talked about in the beginning. You're going to set your strong intention and you're going to sit with your intention about, is that really what you want to come through in the session? You could do a little bit of self-work before the session. Do you really want to know if Bob is coming back, or is there something lacking within yourself that you want to heal, that maybe spirit will come through? A good psychic will work with you on that. Definitely. And then in the end, are you going to do the work that spirit said? It's a great idea for you to get that reading. And if that psychic provides coaching, definitely ask them to maybe coach with you. Maybe they have a package like I have, an intensive package where it's like you get a 90-minute session with me. We have spirit come through. We set our intentions on the goals that you're going to work through, right? And then I coach you for a week to make sure that you've absorbed everything that spirit said, help you with, integrating what spirit said, and then taking these actionable steps so that you get so much more value. That's something I offer. If you're out there getting readings from somebody else, ask them. Maybe they have a little coaching program. I feel like that is much more valuable and you're going to get a way better results with that. So I'm sending you guys all love. If you guys are wanting to learn how to develop your psychic and mediumship abilities, you definitely want to push like, subscribe, follow me, and check out my Awaken program so that you can start giving these readings for yourself, communicating with spirit for yourself, and then providing for other people and possibly monetizing it if that's what you want. I'm sending you so much love. I hope you love this episode. Share it with your friends.